Yeah, I think so. That was also the idea of the book. So we wanted to also write a book for somebody who's a newbie to S/4HANA Cloud, because sometimes at SAP we have a lot of information. We have dedicated teams. You know, a lot of people are creating blogs. They are creating YouTube videos. All these things, which is all great in itself, but you can get lost a little bit when you start to look around and try to have a good entry point. And therefore we said, okay, let's write a book where somebody who's new to this topic has a good overview and structured introduction in the topic with its different aspects. Yeah. And we wanted, as you said, you know, write it in an easy language. Sometimes in SAP, we're pretty heavyweight in our language, I would say, speaking in our own terminology.
I know, everybody's got their acronyms. Everybody's like, what's that? And you're like, oh, that's new. Oh.
Here you go, yeah.
I know. But there are so many different offerings to learn about S/4HANA Cloud. So, and you still decided to write a book about it. I mean, what was the whole thing? Almer, what did you think about that?
Yeah, and look, there are different aspects. So, and one thing is Marcus mentioned it already. If you there are, I mean, tons. What is the bigger term of tons? I don't know, megatons or whatever of information material. So you get for everything you get the information. You can in 2 sentences you go into all the details. And you can find it out, yeah. So, but on the other side, as like to keep an overview and understand where are these details are tying together, that's a tricky piece, yeah. So, and therefore there is the motivation. But there is also another one, because when I first time applied for a job at SAP, it's a long time ago, and I said, okay, I need to learn something. I mean, of course, I'm here from this region. I knew already some things about the company, but I didn't really know what they're really doing. And then I tried to find information like, okay, what is it? And literally there was nothing out there which tells you this is how it's structured, these are the components, this is the architecture, this is the UX, this is how it all tied together and those kind of things. So this was really literally a personal experience I had in the past, and where I suffered a lot. I think if I do an internet search, I think still find my questions to some crazy forums where I can find this information. So yeah. This is one let's say personal thing which where I relate to and say, okay, this is great in order to get an introduction, because you don't really know in which area of S4 you would go, because it's really huge. Yeah? And this book gives a great overview and gives you a good understanding of all the topics which are in there.
Yeah, I love that, because, you know, a lot of people talk about one specific topic, but they really don't get the big picture of why this all works together and how it all fits. And so this is, your book is great because you actually did break it down. So anybody that's trying to get the understanding of what exactly we're talking about here, S/4HANA Cloud, this is going to give you a much better, interesting way of doing it. And I like the fact that you guys broke down the different chapters, some insights like, you know, you talk about different things, and I like the use cases and the business cases, business reasons behind it. A lot of people are, you know, it's very much like, oh, it's just that we have next thing. But I love that you actually, you know, came up with reasons.
Exactly, yeah. And we always try, you know, also just to add to Almer's point, we try to stay on a conceptual level, yeah. So of course there's always details out there, and there is always the latest and greatest that you can learn. But we try to stay on this level that is also not outdated too fast. Yeah. So and I think that's the main value to Almer's point, why we said, okay, let's write a book, even if there are so many things out there already, but it's sometimes difficult to see in which way you consume those things. And if you understand it conceptually, then it's also easier to understand the latest and greatest.
You know? Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Also to add to that, I mean, it is not easy to write such a book, because we deliver every month, every quarter, we deliver thousands of features and functions. So in order to keep track on that, so it's like, I mean, it's impossible, I would say. But let's say, therefore, it's important to keep it at a level which is not outdated after half a year or two even, yeah? So I think this book will still have its relevance maybe in 5 years. Maybe some things will change, of course, but in order to get an introduction and an overview of the topics which are described there, I think it will be still a good reading.